You don't know what you regurgitated out of that fucking snout?
Did she really just say that? Crazy. Jarae, Milay, the girl from Runaway, where we have culture, conversation, and community. And in today's video, I am back with a quick review of part 2 of the conversation with Hazel E and Masika. Girl. Let's get into it. So pretty much the episode picks up where we left off at. They're separated, so now they're coming back together. Hazel looks scared and nervous. Masika just looks like, you know, girl, what? She thinks that she's owed an apology. So Hazel E is escorted by security. She sits down. Masika's invited to do the same thing, but she opts to stand up because otherwise she's going to pick up a chair and crack Hazel. So pretty much they are just going back and forth, throwing insults about each other. And Masika just cannot handle somebody inciting her. She just can't. And I think Hazel knows that. So she continuously says things like, your daughter has so much to look up to, and I bet she's proud, which doesn't seem like that much of an insult in comparison to Masika, who called her child a bastard. But Masika, just based off of those 2 lines that Hazel said, just pretty much just loses it. And, you know, she's trying to go back and forth with Hazel. Hazel's throwing shots at her. It's just really like, this episode we really could have done without. It was really mumbo jumbo. It wasn't any format. I guess it just turned into a reality show at this point of these 2 ladies. Masika did say, I'm just here for my apology. And Hazel was just like, what are the disgusting things that I said? See, people like that make you want to strangle them. But if you know that that is her goal and intention, it's probably best that you understand, like, oh, I can't give her what she wants. But Masika is completely, like, unaware. I don't want to say unaware. I just think she just lacks emotional intelligence. I think just based on her reaction, like, if somebody can pull you out of character to that degree so soon, so quickly, like, that to me is a person who's out of control in a lot of different areas of their emotions and essentially their life. So Masika was like, I don't care what you're talking about. I'm acting like a lady, and you're gonna give me that apology. And Hazel was like, yeah, a lady of the night. And that was a real cute bob, because, you know, Hazel is really not that witty. That's what Hazel said, like, Masika, you're so witty. And she's like, yeah, and you're not.
You're so witty. You're not.
She's really not. So Lady of the Night was cute. She's like, you're giving me Lady of the Night-ish. Like, girl, you really tried to drag that Lady of the Night comment. It was funny. It was cute because Masika couldn't even say that. She's like, Lady of the Life. Like, girl, bye. What life you talking about? So when Masika starts talking about, you better hope God spares that bastard child, a friend chimes in from behind. And, you know, there's a whole bunch of screaming. Masika starts screaming louder, background noise, background noise. And, like, the girl, whoever was in the back, was talking crazy, and we're going back and forth. And I'm like, yo, it's like crazy wild echo in that house. Like, mad acoustics going on. Like, where's all the furniture? Their voice was just sounding off and carrying. You can just hear, like, the house felt empty. I don't know if Ray J called himself trying to, like, dub the Airbnb for the conversation and like a recording session, because it sounds like, you know, the house had great acoustics. I'm like, this is just too much. Speaking of Ray J, he a trip for filing divorce from his wife after all of this. I'm like, girl, they so messy. They are even messier than the show. But anyway, so after this background noise thing pops off, a fight breaks out. We didn't really see the fight, but Hazel does a quick 2-step shuffle, girl, to try to get over to see what this fight is about. And it's just a hot mess. It really is. It's a hot mess. And you can tell Hazel really wasn't trying to get into the fight, but she wanted to see. We did see Masika's braids and her little ball cap, and her wig was snatched. Okay. So as soon as Hazel heard the commotion, she gets pumped up. She's like, yeah, that's on neighborhood. That's on neighborhood. Like, girl, where? Which neighborhood?
No! That's what the fuck is up, bitch! No, I'm fucking hood, my nigga!
I still run the streets, Hazel E, baby, Hazel E, gang, gang, like all this gangster thug stuff. But you was just sitting down, like, it's just so weird. It's just really funny to see. Like, do people realize? I don't even know. It doesn't even matter. I'm not even gonna get into it. I'm just giving y'all the review. That's it. I'm not even gonna do it. I'm gonna try not to do it anyway. They ended up getting kicked out of the house, or they're leaving the house or whatever, and she sent somebody's in there to get her bag and her phone. She's missing everything. Like I said, very chaotic. Even just watching it, it's a very chaotic energy behind it. It's very low vibrational. And it, like, you know how you watch other shows like Real Housewives of Atlanta, you get a good like argument, it's still good and juicy, like they read and it's like, girl, yes, you know what I mean? Like it doesn't even give you that. It's just like watching, it's just, let me know what y'all think in the comments what it is, because I can never get my words right. But do y'all be leaving comments? I'm like, that's exactly what it is. That's exactly right. Because, girl, just too much. Her friend is thrown out, the one that kept saying, don't let her see you cry. I don't know if her name is Passion, P, Princess, or whatever, and she's on go. She's like, I'm going to violate Masika. I'm going to violate her on street. Like, these are some really wild, aggressive, masculine women that we're seeing here on the ZEUSS Network. And she's just like, I swear I'm gonna violate her, all this and all that. Her boyfriend was, or her husband, I don't know if it was her husband or her boyfriend, was relatively quiet, at least at this part of the episode. So they get Masika. Masika is still mic'd. I don't know if she realized it or not, but she is talking in from her voice box. Girl, Masika's voice sounds like she smokes 10 packs of cigarettes a day.
The bag! The bitch hit me in my fucking eye! What type of bitch are you? You look a bitch in the face if you try it!
Girl, I don't know what is going on with Masika's voice. It is very annoying to me. It just annoys me. I can't even like I can't even try to even do it, but it's like husky. She has a real husky voice, but like a Valley girl accent. Weird. Very weird. She's like, that girl hit me in the eye. She hit me in the eye. What type of bitch sneaked this? Da 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 da. Like trying to go off because the girl, you know, she got hit from behind. But here's the thing, like you at this spot, you know what I mean, going off on everybody. Like you're supposed to be on guard. She only thought that Hazel, she only had to worry about Hazel, but Hazel had other people behind her. And you so big bad and all this and all that. And now you mad because you got snug or whatever the case. Who knows? Because we really didn't even see the footage. I'm not walking out of here without my wig. Get these cameras out of here. But like, Masika, you have hair. I don't understand what the big deal is. I guess it's just like a pride thing, an ego thing. I don't know. She pretty much threatens the cast and lets them know, like, if I don't get my wig, I'm ruining everything in this Airbnb y'all rented for this conversation. I'm tearing all this shit up. I don't even care if I don't get my wig. So the team is like hurrying and scurrying trying to get her wig. So Hazel catches wind like, oh wait, I didn't even know a wig got snatched. Not the way you tried to drag me about dragging my wig and da 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 and this, that, and the third. I need that wig. Run me the wig. That's my trophy. All this old ratchet terrible ghetto. But then Hazel goes on to say, she starts talking about how, yeah, you mad because I can still keep it cute and all this and all that. She's pretty much bragging on the fact that she ain't even got to do no dirty work. She got little underlings that's going to do it for her. You know, some may call it a flex, others may not. Who am I to judge? She keeps throwing this animal word around, but I can't even be mad at Hazel for saying animal because Masika was calling girls dogs, whales, gorillas, apes. Apes, y'all. Like, So Hazel's like, y'all let these animals attack me and I'm the one getting kicked out. ZEUSS Network, I thought better than y'all. I thought we was better than this and all this. I'm offended. I can't believe it. Hazel's team gotta leave for what? Like, girl, get your stuff and go. Their luggage was falling over. It was just it was just a hot like mess. They literally threw them out like after that girl got attacked. But, you know, Masika did throw that glass at her. She did. So why didn't she get escorted out when she threw the glass? Because that's still an attack. And no matter however way you look at it. You talking about a wig being snatched versus you throwing a glass at me, a champagne flute that could possibly potentially break my skin and all types of shit. Like, girl, come on, let's get real. But like I said, girl, they outside of the home. They are looking a mess. The stuff is falling. They missing stuff. Where my charger at? They just can't find nothing. It's just a hot mess. A situation I would never want to be in real life or even just watching in TV. Hazel completely changes, girl. She got on her nice Sherpa robe with the tie, big thick knot in the front of it. She got on her slippers. She looked like she ready to jump in bed. Like, she is still keeping her shit real nice and cute and simple and comfortable. That postpartum is really you know, she really doing her postpartum thing. Because I was like, damn, she looked like she ready to bed. One scene she dressed up, the next minute she in robe, slippers, and a bonnet. Like, well, where are you at, sis? You supposed to be staying the night at the crib? I'm like, oh, girl. I mean, I guess she was just keeping it real. Whatever. Masika, we can still hear her. She's still mic'd. She's talking about the girl ripped my earring out. My ear is bleeding. Out of nowhere, she pulled a big notch of my hair out. This is my real hair. I know you might be bald under your wig. This is my real hair. Apparently, the girl pulled a big chunk of her hair out, and ripped her earring out her ear. Her ear is bleeding. And she's pretty much just mad because she got sneak attack. If you want to square up with me, bitch, just square up with me. But like, nobody was ever talking about squaring up. You was trying to run up with Hazel several times. You know, you just wasn't aware of your surroundings. If you're going to be coming with that type of energy, then you need to be ready to kind of go there with anybody who's willing to give it to you. Because Hazel wasn't ready to give it to her. But somebody who was, and I was like, oh, you sneak attacked me? Okay, well, whatever. Like, you should have been ready for whatever. That's just how I feel about it. That is just my personal opinion. If you coming in there with all this type energy, with all this Brody shit, with all this rah-rah shit, you need to just be ready and be on guard, period. So Hazel and her team are still outside of the mansion. Masika is still inside of the mansion or flat condo, whatever that Airbnb is. And the security guard, the bald security guard, somebody posted in my comments too about him, and I didn't peep him, but he really was like side with Masika. He was terrible. He was like, oh yeah, so he comes over and he tells Hazel like, oh, so you didn't throw the glass at her, really? And I'm looking like, dog, where you been at? Go ahead with this biased opinion, security fucking guard nigga. Like, nah. So they're like, what are you talking about? She threw a glass at me. You know, guys, they see one thing and that's all they care about. So Masika, you know, she's an attractive girl, so he didn't give a fuck. You got Hazel 2 months postpartum with her little boyfriend and her friends and all this and all that. So he got to play alpha macho man, or like, yeah, well, you threw the glass at her, but he's completely wrong. He's completely like, you know, I guess I wanted to say struck off with just Masika, because he's like, oh, well, what did she do? You were talking about her child and like, you know, coming up to her like, girl, I mean, guy, like, what are you doing? You are the security guard, dog. You are the help. Stay in your lane. Like, I did not like that. I didn't appreciate that. And her boyfriend, I don't know if his name is Rose. I wanted to call him Rose for some reason. Like, starts getting at him a little bit, because like, you talking to my lady like this, dog. You don't even know what's going on. Go ahead with Masika if that's how you feel. Why are you over here antagonizing me? So the girl starts, you know, the princess girl, the passion girl, the Portia girl, whatever her name is, she starts getting kind of brolic, like, oh, well, that was what you want to do, baby? What you want to do, baby? All this funny shit. I just realized my mic wasn't even plugged in. Let me know if y'all hear a difference. Leave a comment. I need to know this. And then the security guard is going back and forth with Passion, and he's like, well, what did she do? But what did she really do? Y'all was both talking about each other's kids, and what was she supposed to do? Like, honestly, he need to lose his contract. What was he doing? Like, what, you thought you was about to go back home with the girl? Like, that's why you putting on like that? That was just really unnecessary and uncalled for. He got caught up, and it really didn't even need to be. Like, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? I ain't like that. I don't like that. And then what was pissing me off the most about him, because he kept saying, I'm not being disrespectful with you. I'm not trying to take this little tone, like, you know what I mean? Like, he's trying to de-escalate, but really you're inciting and you're antagonizing, because you're coming with some information like, oh, well, you threw a glass at her too, when that's not even the case. So from that point on, anything that you say, you need to be saying it with caution, because you're already looking like a dude that is biased anyway. So what are you even talking about? At that point, he should have just removed himself. Oh yeah, all right, damn, let me just chill. Nobody else corrected that dude. He was just unhinged, unchecked, which caused her baby dad to start wilding like, yeah, well, you know, I ain't take my Lexapro pill today and all this. Like, boy, he looked like a little beep, like, but you know, whatever, they be the ones. I ain't the one to judge. And you know, because he's getting pissed off that he's talking to his lady like that. So it's just escalating, like I said, chaotic energy. So Masika pretty much lets people know that she wants to go to the hospital. She's like, yeah, my finger, it's either jammed or broken. Like, sis, you going to the hospital for a jammed finger? Get somebody to pull the shit out. But you know, when you're making a police report, you need to go through all the steps. I need to go to the hospital. I need an X-ray. I need an MRI. When you're trying to make a case, you need to do all of the steps. And Masika turned in from this big bad wolf into a Karen really quickly. I'm like, well, damn, is it Masika or is it Karen? Because 2 seconds ago you was ready to beat a bitch head in, and now you're going to the hospital for a jammed finger. Make it make sense. Masika gets word that the girl who attacked her may be leaving, and she's like, that bitch is leaving, that dog is leaving, that whore is leaving, and like she's really kind of like upset. She has this sense of entitlement too that I don't know if any of you all picked up. She's very entitled, like this is gonna go this way because this is who I am. But it comes off wrong because she's so nasty. I just didn't like it. I didn't like it. But in the very same breath, you know, she got her little rag on her finger, her jammed finger, and she's like, oh, can you take me? I need you to drive my car. I need you to do this, get my fix me up, Damien, delegating tasks while she's on her way to the hospital for a jammed finger. And I'm just looking like, girl, like she is giving me very much Karen vibes. But before she was like, you know, Brody, and she was witty and she was ready to beat her head, and I'm going to throw this chair at you, I'm going to split you in half, I'm going to eat you up. Now she's going to the hospital for a jammed finger. And it's like, girl, make it make sense. Like, people can see through that. You know what I mean? And it's like, you doing all of this for what? You came in there with that energy. You get what I'm saying? You came in there with that energy. Now you mad because somebody got with you, and now it's something different. Now you turn into Karen, and where's my stuff at? And oh, and then she tried to say, oh, the girl stole money when she was getting interviewed by the police. She came into my room and she stole money out of my purse, and my chain is missing. Now she's missing items. So you're trying to, you know, she's dragging it out. You can tell she is not new to calling the police by just the way that she was saying it and trying to position it. Because I didn't hear that until the police got there, and the police was like, oh, okay, yeah, I can, okay, ma'am, because that's going to be hard to prove. Because here's the thing: if she snuck into your room and waited for you to get in there to sneak attack you when y'all was fighting, y'all was on the floor, whatever the case, you ain't see no money pop out, you ain't see no chain pop out. So how does that even make sense, Masika? You're just reaching because you got mad because your wig got snatched. Like, take that little L and come back and get with the chick. Like, if that's, but again, if that's the energy and that's the lane that you want to be in, and that's the image that you want to portray. Because don't get it wrong, Masika was out here on platform. She was just on Earn Your Leisure podcast, which I think is a reputable podcast for black entrepreneurs. You know what I'm saying? Like, she promotes her little daughters and stuff, and whatever the case may be. But you look terrible. Like, she looks like a terrible person, because on camera it's just like this, and then we're still recording, she turns into something else. Like, come on, if you're gonna be like that, be that way through and through. You know what I mean? Like, that's whack. She gave me very much Karen vibes. Okay, yes, I want them to be charged with everything possible. Like, really? You know what I mean? Do you really want them to be charged with everything possible? And if a lawsuit does come out of this, I hope they view this footage. I hope they view this footage, because you can see, like, you know, it's some trickery going on in there, and I just didn't like it. I'm glad it's over with. I could have done without that second episode. It was really kind of just fluff and fighting and arguing. It wasn't even nothing to really report on. The cutest dig of that whole situation was, yeah, lady of the night. Everything else was just trash, and I could have done without it. I mean, like, you get more entertainment watching Mari and Jerry Springer, for as far as I'm concerned, because at least it's more entertaining, because them hoes, they tired and trashy. But let me know what y'all think. You know, leave a comment down below, and I don't know, we'll be checking to see what else ZEUSS has for us. In the meantime, I'm cool off of Hazel and Masika. It's not even gonna be nothing no more. It ain't nothing no more, in the words of Max B. You know, as always, I'm sending you much love and much light, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.